Halla bol. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Gujarat Titans, what have you done today? You simply bottled the match, simply lost the match. Hardik, I don't know what sort of captaincy it was. Welcome to the Sports Breakdown once again for the review of Gujarat Titans versus Rajasthan Royals and MI versus KKR. So anyone can join. I'll send the link right now. I know it's 11:30 p.m. guys. I know tomorrow you guys have work. Indian people, I mean people who have office, but do join guys if possible for a few minutes at least. It's worth joining guys. So yeah, coming once again, I mean what a match, what a match. First of all, another thriller that happened just now between Gujarat Titans versus Rajasthan Royals. But I have to say, Hardik, what were you thinking? Hardik was bowling both Noor Ahmed and Rashid Khan in the death. I mean, how can you do that? I mean, bowling spinners in the death. I mean, you have Mohit Sharma, if I'm not mistaken, who had 2 overs left. You had Alzari Joseph, who had 1 over left, and you're going with Noor Ahmed in the final over, which I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Just seeing the bowling attack, this is very poor captains. Okay, you had Mohit Sharma today only 7 runs. All right, if you don't bowl Mohit Sharma in the death, at least use his 2 overs. At least use his 2 overs. All right, we have Kunal joining us once again. Yes, Kunal. I was just explaining terrible captaincy today from Hardik Pandya. When you had Mohit Sharma who had 2 overs, just 7 runs in his 2 overs. If you don't want to bowl him in the death, why can't you bowl him in the middle overs at least and finish his 4 overs? And you're going to a bowler like Noor Rahman who's bowling a third over. I don't understand what Rajasthan Royals were, sorry, Gujarat were thinking today, and especially Hardik. Your thoughts?
Actually, Hardik was a bit confused because he's thinking that Noor Ahmed and Rashid Khan is same type of bowler. But I want to tell Hardik Pandya that Noor Ahmed is playing first time and Rashid Khan is playing all over the world. So there's so much difference, and I think so. There's some. I think Hardik Pandya thinking about the spin. So he thought that there is something for spin. That's why he used Noor Ahmed. But I think so Mohit was better if they want to try.
Yeah, but then where do you use Mohit Sharma? You bowl him in the death, or you bowl him in the middle overs because he had 2 overs remaining, just 7 runs. How could Hardik Pandya turn back to Mohit Sharma? Last match itself, he was man of the
Yeah,
match, 2 for 18
yeah.
in 4 overs.
Even
So how
even
has he made this mistake?
even if you are not confident with Mohit Sharma, you have one over of Alzari Joseph also because Alzari Joseph have good pace and he's a good death bowler also.
But Azari today, Kunal didn't do that well. You see here,
Didn't do
45
that well, but
overs.
when you are bringing Noor Ahmed type of bowler, then you are making an experiment. You are not sure that will definitely deliver. Then it's better you go with your prime fast bowler whose speed is more than 140 and give him death bowling. Might be Gujarat won that match.
I think they
Maybe.
should have gone for Mohit Sharma, used his 4 overs, somehow use his 2 overs in the death overs, even I don't matter because Sandeep Sharma on Wednesday, he's also not a death bowler for Rajasthan Royals. But see what he did against MS Dhoni that day for Rajasthan and won the match. So I'm telling the same thing Hardik could have done to Mohit Sharma. Just don't think about the past, what Mohit Sharma has done. Think about the present right now. Mohit Sharma is doing well right now. Last match also he did well. This match also he did well, and he's not bowling his 4 overs. I don't understand what sort of captaincy, and there was no turn for the spinners. Rashid Khan today, 45 runs gone in 4 overs. I don't understand this logic from Hardik today. But anyways, let's not go too much on his captaincy much. Let's analyze the match. Kunal 177, Titans 20 overs. Do you think they could have scored more, or do you think that was enough on that Ahmedabad pitch?
Yeah, according to pitch, that was enough. I think there was bowling in the right areas startingly, but I don't know why Noor Ahmed came as a replacement because I thought that it was time for Joshua Little to come because it's okay. You are with a Rashid Khan and Josh Little has played already 2-3 games in IPL, so I think so. In place of Noor Ahmed, it's better you come with Josh Little when you are playing such type of Kolkata, Delhi pitches, in that time, I am okay with Noor Ahmed if you have want to bring Noor Ahmed, but
I
this time
think
Josh Little
for me,
was
I think
better.
it was the wrong time bringing in Noor Ahmed. If you wanted to bring in Noor Ahmed, you should have brought him straight out of the power play. That's where I think
Yes,
Hardik lost the match, because bringing him in the 14th over and bowling him in the dead doesn't make sense. That's what I'm saying. If you wanted to bring Noor Ahmed, bring him straight out of the power play along with Rashid Khan. That's where I think Hardik got it wrong. Or bring, that's what I said, bring in a Josh Little, that's what, at the start of the innings, and see how it goes. I don't know why he's bringing impact players so late. That costed Gujarat Titans the match. I'm not. It's not because of Noor Ahmed that they lost the match. His bowling. It's because of the way that Hardik used the impact plays where they lost. Plus, his bowling rotations went wrong today, which is why Gujarat lost. Because I think 177 could have been defended, and I think the bowling rotations mainly costed them the match. But coming back, Kunal, your thoughts on the batting, especially Sudarshan Manohar delivering once again. David Miller played a good knock. Even Shubman Gill, your thoughts on the batting first innings?
I think it was okay, and when trained Bolt is there, the demands have got out. It is also okay because trained Bolt is that type of bowler who always come and take wickets in first over. So I will not say anything about the batting of Gujarat Titans. Pure Gujarat Titan batting is good, and today Hardik Pandya did something showing some intent to make runs. But yes, very loose shot. That shot was not needed at that time. The shot played by Hardik Pandya. In that pressure, Shubman Gill also got out. So maybe there was time for Hardik Pandya to take time and make some runs. There might be the runs come around 200, but it's okay. The score was 170. It was defendable.
Hmm.
Problem is what they are using impact substitute Noor Ahmed.
Hmm.
It's better you go for Joss Little.
Thoughts on the bowling today of Rajasthan Royals? I think Sandeep once again was good today, 2 for 25 overs. He's really doing well. Adam Zampa did very well on this pitch. I think the way that Zampa played, I think bowled today also, he did much better than Ashwin and Chahal combined today. So, your thoughts, especially their bowling options? I didn't expect Zampa to play today, but even though Zampa played, I think he did quite a justice. Your thoughts, Kunal?
Yeah, Jampa is a world class bowler. You can rely in this type of bowler because he is a good leg spinner. And one thing for Sandeep Sharma is that Sandeep Sharma is an unsung hero that no one noticed. Even if you see the stats, he is better than Jasprit Bumrah. In
Hmm.
terms of stats, he is better than Jasprit Bumrah in death overs and all the overall. But no one have noticed. That's why no one knows Sandeep Sharma.
Hmm.
So that is his bad luck. Otherwise, Sandeep Sharma is a good bowler.
Rohan here says, Hetmai won it for Rajasthan Royals, but Samson's not set it for finish. Yeah, I agree. I think Samson's 60,
Definitely.
I think definitely got Hetmai also fired up. I think that
Because
knock
when
is
your
really
openers are going in very cheap, this is
important.
Jaiswal 1 and Butler 0, then the
Yes.
knock was very defining.
Yes, especially those three sixes against Rashid Khan, I think that changed the momentum, I feel, because Rashid Khan was bowling really well. The first two overs that he was bowling was good, but then the third over, especially Sanju Samson hitting those three sixes against Rashid, that felt like that was a momentum shift towards Rajasthan Royals. They got the momentum somehow, and then Rashid simply struggled. Talk about Gujarat Titans bowling. Rashid Khan did well, was went for runs in the last two. Hardik did well, I think. Can't criticize much of him. Shami also did what he can. Unfortunate in the death he conceded. But your thoughts overall of Gujarat, apart from this impact player that they brought, aside from that, your thoughts on the Gujarat Titans bowling?
And I think bowling, it's better if they brought Joss Little in place of Noor Ahmed. Things will be solved, and today definitely Gujarat won that match. But yes, when you have Hetmeyer type of player, Hetmeyer is a really good player and he can plays all type of shots. So that's why it's okay. But I think Hardik need to think about that. That when they should use the spinner and when they should use the fast bowler. So need to think about that.
Hmm. Your thoughts about Shimran Hetmai's knock? 56 of 26, two fours, five sixes. He had to come, I think, in the 11th over, if I'm not mistaken, after Parag got dismissed, I think only Hetmyer came from. Usually, we see Hetmyer batting in the death overs, like usually after the 14th, 15th over, that's his role. But today, coming the 11th over, taking responsibility and finishing the match also at the same time. So, your thoughts about Hetmyer? I think definitely DC is missing this type of players. I think I don't understand why they release these kind of players like Shimron Hetmyer to the auctions, especially when he's doing such a role for Rajasthan also, when we are lacking the finishers. But your thoughts, anyways?
Actually, Pavan, DC released this type of player because at that time we have Shreyas Iyer, Shikhar Dhawan, and Rishabh Pant type of player in a lineup, and at that time there was injustice with Hetmat that we are not providing him the upward position batting. But when we see in Rajasthan Royals, there is no one such responsible type of batsman. That's why Hetmeyer is getting more and more balls and more responsibilities. So I think so, and even I know that if Hetmeyer is in present Delhi Capital squad, if Hetmeyer is present, Hetmeyer will not get that position that Rajasthan has offered to him. He will definitely get 6-7 position. I know the
Hmm.
management of Delhi Capitals.
Hmm. But your thoughts on his knock today, Hetmyer's knock today, especially the way that he
Hetman is
played?
very means you can say it is very special and very special knock from him. Always deserving knock, well deserved knock when you think that you have 60 odd runs in 30 balls or more than 50 runs in last 5 overs. There is always a hope that Hetmeyer is there. Will definitely chase because of a clean hitting. Because he never play loose shot. I see
Hmm.
maximum number of times he always plays a good knock and always pick the ball in the middle of the bat. That's the reason he always picking good sixes and big hitting. That's why he's a good
Hmm.
hitter.
Hmm. Kunal, thoughts also on Sanju Samson's knock today. That is very important, especially when the openers got dismissed. I think Padikal and Samson's partnership actually helped them rebuild, and then the partnership between Hetma and Samson only brought them so close to victory. So, your thoughts on Sanju Samson's responsible knock once again? He's really maturing. He really needs to be in the Indian playing 11. I don't know, in the squad at least for the 2020, at least for 2020 cricket, I think. With the way that he's performing. So your thoughts on his knock? Because see these partnerships, 43 partnership with Padikal, 59 run partnership with Hetma and Samson, and then 47 with Jurel.
Pawan, everyone knows that Sanju Samson is talented, but main thing is consistency. When you are not performing in like a consistent manner, then nothing will happen. So I think so. Consistency due to lack of consistency, Sanju Samson is out of Team India, and here you also see the previous two failures back to back duck for Sanju Samson. Today, Sanju Samson come back and take the responsibility. That was very good, but if he don't show the consistency, still he will be out of the Team India squad.
Hmm. Hmm. So we have Ashwini joining us for the first time. Ashwini, your thoughts on Sanju Samson's knock, because that was very, very crucial, especially the partnerships that we are observing right now. He had a partnership with Padikal, then with Hetmaya, and then Hetmaya also had another partnership. So your thoughts overall of how Sanju Samson and Hetmaya went along, because Hetmaya had to bat in the 11th over as well and try to finish this match. So usually his position is to come in the 14th, 15th over, but today he had added responsibility and he somehow finished the match also for Rajasthan. So your thoughts on both these batsmen?
Yeah, I think firstly I came on to admire. I think after that his drubbing from the T20 World Cup in 2022, he's come with, you can say that some target there, that I want to prove that I am not, you can say that, bad player in T20 cricket. Obviously, we know the talent of Shimran Hetmyer, what he can do. But what he lacks is that consistency factor, which we also shown see with Sanju Samson. Both players are enormously talented players. The best thing about them, they, I think the way they pick the length of the ball, I think it's very very, you can say that, rare quality in some of the great players which we saw in our modern day times. I think these guys have that quality. They pick the length of the ball very quickly, and in that wicket where I think bounce of the ball is pretty good, and you can compare it with the Australian wickets. At this soil is, I think red soil is used in this wicket. So I think the bounce is very very good there. So I think it's excellent for the batters who like to play from the back foot. So I think this wicket suits their style of play, and Shimron Hetmeyer, I think he this IPL he's shown his real talent, that what he is made of. And for Sanju, I think what you guys are talking about, I think his main issue is his consistency. We all know what kind of talent that guy is possesses. So I think it's now the time for him, because he's, I think, entering now into his 28, and I think this is the best time for the batsman. 28 to 33 is the peak time for the batsman. So I think this is the peak time for Sanju as a batsman. So we want to see him more playing like that, because as a fan we don't want that he perform after 5 to 6 innings. So this performance should be, I think, after 1 or 2 innings he should be play consistently, what Josh Butler doing for England and for other franchises too.
I agree. And
Yeah,
Ashwini, coming back to you as well. Your thoughts, especially Hardik going for spinners at the death, especially Rashid Khan and Noor
yeah.
Ahmad, especially Noor Ahmad coming in as impact player in the 13th, 14th over. It doesn't make sense because they could have brought in Noor Ahmad like in the 6th or 7th over when the spinners could have actually dominated. But when bowling Noor Ahmad in the death, it didn't make sense, especially when Mohit Sharma had 2 overs remaining. If they didn't want to bowl Mohit Sharma in the death, they could
Mm.
have utilized him in the middle overs at least. And Azari Joseph also, even though he was expensive, could have bowled in the death as well. So your thoughts about the bowling rotation that Hardik went? Do you think that was poor captaincy from Hardik today?
I think one thing came into his mind. I think that the past record of the West Indians against the wrist spinners. Usually, we see the West Indians are little bit susceptible against wrist spin. So I think he take the chance in the last over, because he knew that game is gone from GT's hand. So I think he just taken the chance, because we know that Shamron Hitmar like to play his shots, and obviously the we know that this spinners sometimes can take the wickets here and there. So I think he just taken the chances, because he knew that the game is gone from DT's end. So you can't say that it's poor captaincy, but I think he just taken the chances because he knew the game is out of his hands.
But don't you think they could have utilized Mohit Sharma? I mean, he bowled I think 0 for 7, 2 overs at least in the middle overs at least. If they couldn't, he couldn't bowl in the death. They could have utilized him maybe in the middle overs or in the power play at least to finish his 4 overs because he was bowling well once again today, and that could have maybe even won the match for GT if his 2 overs was considered like 3 or 4 runs and over.
I think you are right. He can utilize his bowlers much better there. Obviously, Mohit Sharma is bowling good, and the best thing about Mohit Sharma, that he know his limitations well. He is not your express bowler who is bowling over 145, 142. He is bowling between 130 to 138. That's his maximum speed, and he is using the wicket really well. So in that case, I think Hardik can use him more smartly. And in the case of Noor Ahmed, you are very much right. I think he can use him in the middle, because in that period, the phase between 7 to 15 overs, batsman usually try to rotate his strike, and Noor Ahmed is playing his first match as well. So I think he can be, you can say that surprise factor. So in that case, he can take 1 or 2 wickets. But I will not be overly criticized with Hardik, because the last overs he can bowl with anyone, the result will be the same most probably. So I think he just taken that as, because if Shimran Hitmar get out, so next batsman, I think Bolt is coming at 8 or 9. So next are the tailenders coming there. So I think if Shimran gets out by playing the shot, so who knows, that match can be drifted in the hands of GT.
So you think they're like 10 to 15 runs short? Do you think GT in the first innings that they got 177? Do you think they were like 10 to 15 runs short, which is the reason why they lost? Or do you think they could have easily defended this 177 with the bowlers that they had?
I think this score can be defendable, but yes, they are the kind of start Shubman gets. If he can accelerate it to good 60 or 70, if they get 180 to 190, I think this score can be defendable very much, because the power play spell what they got, the likes of Hardik Pandya, the Shami, they taken that power play wickets of dangerous wickets of George Butler, Yashasvi Jaiswal. From there on, the match is very much in the hands of Gujarat. But I think the way Sanju batted, and the ability of Shimron Hetmeyer to finishes the game. I think he just playing like that David Miller type of role, but he plays for Gujarat Titans. So Shimran Hetwar has played that type of roles in this IPL, and you see in the upcoming matches, you see the competition between these two guys. Obviously, David Miller comes joining the Gujarat Titans late, but I think in future matches you see David Miller also playing this type of role very consistently.
Yes. We'll come to Kunal. Kunal, we have got a comment from Krishna Gopal here. He's saying RR did a blunder by not picking
Yeah.
Jason Holder. No six bowling option for RR. Hetmai saved RR. But every match it won't happen. They should play Holder next match as he gives you betting option too. Your thoughts, Kunal?
Yeah, okay, but there is not such performance from Holder also, no? That Holder, when Holder is not performing like that, in previous match you also see the first ball duck and not a convincing bowling from Holder also. I think in present season he has only one wicket, right, Pavan? I think only one wicket,
Yes, I think
one
so.
or
One.
two wicket, I think so.
Yes. Hmm.
So it is up to the performance also, no? When players are not performing, you have to done the experiment, and you can't put Bolt out of the squad all the time, out of the playing 11, because he is your prime bowler who always took wickets in the first over.
Yeah.
Mm. Yes, I think it was because of his fitness. I think Bolt was out of the last match, but yeah, I think Holder at times he was economical, but I don't think he's picking up wickets. That's I think that's true. And Adam Zampa, meanwhile, on this pitch, I think it suited definitely with the respin that he gets, also the turn that he gets. There was not that much turn, but
Definitely,
you, yeah, Kunal,
Holder
yes,
will come definitely. I know
Yeah.
Holder will come definitely, but you know na, that players are well talented, but you have to use according to condition. If there is nothing for Holder in a pitch, then why Holder will play in a playing 11? He's not
mm.
contributing with bat also.
Ashwini, your thoughts on this on
I think
Holder?
Gopal, I will little bit agree with Gopal because I think what wicket is providing us, I think Holder will not be the bad option. Though I think Holder's performance is not very satisfactory, but what we seeing in this wicket, we can use him as an impact player. In you can say that RR's lineup. So I think it's not bad option if they pick because conditions will suited his style of bowling because that guy is over 6 foot 7 inches and a ball is releasing from around 8 to 9 feet. So I think and pitches offers a little bit bounce there. So I think his style of bowling can be suited to this wicket too. So it's not bad option if they pick Jason Holder in this match.
Definitely, I agree. Kunal, do you see any changes for both the teams, especially for the next match? Especially Rajasthan, do we see any changes? Especially Parag again is struggling right now. I don't
Yeah,
know that keep on
I don't know
persisting.
why
Yeah,
Parag
Parag.
is. I don't know why Parag is in Rajasthan, because
yeah,
I don't remember that any
yeah,
contribution from Parag in Rajasthan. But I don't know
yeah. Yeah.
why they have faith in such a player.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm agree with Kunal. I think Rajasthan has given a lot of chances to Ryan Parag. I know the guy has talented, and he's only 21 years of age. But I think it will be better for him if some other franchise can pick him and maybe utilize him better because I think he just wasted at that number and his performance is not up to the mark. And from the past, I think 2 3 years his performance you considered very below par. So in his place, I think that guy, I think Aryan Joel, who is just I think 2 3 match old, and he
yes,
just shown us the glimpses what type of talent he has. So I think it's a look of the player. You can judge that what sort of talent this guy has. So I think Aryan Joel, for me, I think he looks me. You can say that the type of player who can serve long not for this franchisee, but I think he has the capability to play in the senior squad. Not for India, I think very early to say, but I think for India A, for India A, or you can say for the state team, he can play regularly
yes.
there.
Mm. Even Bashit also is a good option for RR. I think he bats also at number 6 or 10. I think
Yeah,
he's also
yeah.
a talent in the domestic as well. Kunal, coming to you, who would you replace for Parag, Indian player? As Ashwini also gave a suggestion, who do you think can replace Parag?
Of course, Dhruv Jurel, because
Yeah.
Dhruv Jurel is there, and I think so. Uh, Problem is with RR that in the auction they always took so many young players. So that's why they are confused where they will use that type of player. So
Hmm.
it is sometime it happens when you do so much shopping, you don't know where to use it. So that's
Yeah.
why do limited shopping, you will get limited everything, you can utilize it.
Yeah,
Got it.
Pawan, we have to remember that this franchisee has that past record that they promoting the young domestic Indian players,
Yes.
which I think if you compare with the other IPL franchises, they also
Hmm.
do. But I think they promoted our young Indian domestic talent. That more, if you take the example of likes of Yusuf Pathan, Ravinder Jadeja, he's in 2008, that the guy Swapnil Asnodkar. So lot of young Indian talents are they promoting lot of young Indian talents in
Hmm.
Rajasthan Royals. So I think they have that past history. So they, I think, tend to give more chances to the young domestic players. But I think in this time they just trusted Ryan Prag more. So I think in his place they should pick someone else.
Hmm. I agree. I agree. Yes. All right. Let's go to the Mumbai Indians versus KKR match. Coming to you, Kunal. Your thoughts, especially KKR first innings, especially Venkatesh Iyer. After 15 years, KKR finally got a batsman who can score 100. We've seen only Brendan McCullum scoring 100 for KKR. That was back 15 years back in the first match of IPL 2008. But now we've seen Venkatesh Iyer scoring 100. Kunal, your thoughts, especially KKR first innings and especially of Venkatesh Iyer's knock today.
Actually, Venkatesh Iyer was playing in a different pitch compared to other KKR batsmen. He was playing in a very different pitch. You see, he is hitting every ball six, six, six. He's just playing like Ishan Kishan. Ishan Kishan also played very well today. A very good 50 and 100 from Venkatesh Iyer. You can say yes, small knock from Russell, but the score for KKR is belongs to Venkatesh Iyer today. What an innings! And I think this is very special inning for Venkatesh Iyer for KKR.
Hmm. Ashwini, your thoughts about KKR's first innings and especially Venkatesh Iyer's knock today, that was important because the other batsmen simply failed today for KKR, but Venkatesh Iyer stepped up, especially batting at number three, was tried as an opener, but now we've seen that he can bat at number three and he's showing his worth at number three. So, your thoughts?
I think the two revelations from KKR in this season is Rinku Singh and Venkatesh Iyer. These two guys, I think we all are thinking about that. Why they dropped Shubman Gill and Rahul Tripathi? Why they let go Shubman Gill? So I think these two guys, these two youngsters, have given that platform to KKR that we are here. You can't expect from other guys. We are here to serve you. So I think these guys, I can say that Venkatesh Iyer, the look of him as a batsman, I think he looks like, you can say that, Indian version of Jacob Oram. If you saw him, he's also a very tall guy. So I think the best thing about him, he's not very talented. Uh, if I say honestly, I think he's very limited as a player. But I think he utilized his talent very much. He's utilized his potential, his talent. We also know that he plays for India as well, uh, and he has also that injury issues as well. But that guy has work hard on his game, and we show in this match, because in this Bombay's heat and humidity, you know that in the humidity that it's not easy to bat, though it's 20 over. But that guy has shown us that if you has that temperament, if you has that courage to survive, the because ball is swinging in the first two 3 overs. And if you saw his batting properly, that he has, you can say that he's lucky in some sense too, because some inside edges too. Obviously, he's played some wonderful shots, but I think a little bit luck is also favor with him. So I think overall his package, I think these two guys, Rinku and Venkatesh, they are a revelation for them. And in bowling department, I think I am very susceptible in their pace bowling department. The likes of Loki and Umesh, they are very disappointing. The type of package they provided, and what we expect from him, so far they don't didn't deliver yet.
Hmm. I agree. So, with Aryan joining us, Aryan, your thoughts, especially of Venkatesh Iyer's knock today, and especially MI, including both Arjun Tendulkar and Juan Jansen at last to the playing 11. I mean, Arjun Tendulkar, a lot of people are calling long time to bring him, and he's finally being brought by MI. I think father son duo and then twin brothers also, both in the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
match. I mean, this has happened as well. So, your thoughts? Aryan?
They had to do something. Their bowling was disappointing last two games, so they had to do something. They brought these guys in, and now they should persist with them. And Venkatesh Iyer, yes, he played well, but I think he's that kind of a player. If you bowl more into his area, he's more effective. I think they didn't bowl according to the plan they had. They basically gave him middle and leg stuff, and which he puts away really well. So, and plus Wankhede helped him. It was a good innings, but I'm looking at the rest of the batsmen. Okay, Venkatesh Iyer became the second batsman for KKR to score a century after 2008. Blah, 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 blah. You can say
Yeah.
that, but look at the rest of the scorecard. The highest is taken 21 from Andre
Hmm.
Russell. So this 185 should have been 200 to 10, easy. And
Yeah.
on Wankhede, even if it was, I don't think the way they bowled would have been enough for KKR. And their bowling, as Ashwini said, looks odd. And why the hell are they preparing flat wickets in Kolkata? Their strength is spin. They're preparing a seaming friendly wicket in Kolkata. This is like in Hindi we say "Aad al mujhe maar." That too in their that too in their home ground.
Hmm.
So there was a Kolkata where you would go and fear 2012, 13. Oh my God. Kolkata spinning pitch, Shakim, Narayan, and they'll unleash all those and bring back that Kolkata. Have Varun Chakravarti, Suyash Sharma, three spinners, and then you're giving a flat track. What are you doing? They're
It
not.
will,
Yeah, and their run rate is positive. I don't know how. I don't know how the net run rate is still positive. I wanted it to go down, but the net run rate is still 82 run win. Just one win is keeps your net run rate high. I don't know how, but
Yeah,
whatever.
Pawan.
yeah. Yes, Ashwini. Yes. I
Yeah,
think it was at the
one point
Wankhede today.
I yeah,
Yeah.
what I saw in these two youngsters today, the Dwan Johnson and Arjun Tendulkar, the first look of him, both are very tall. Dwan is around 6'6", Arjun is 6'3". What you I want to compare both of the brothers Dwan and you can say that Marco. If you see the Marco's action is little bit you can say that side on. So he get that you can say that outswing or inswing which a bowler should get. But in the case of Dwan Johnson, the amount of height he has got, I think the thing he lacks, he didn't get that much of bounce which he should get with his action. So in that aspect, he need to work on. And with the case of Arjun Tendulkar, I think Arjun Tendulkar need to little bit rectify his action. If you see Arjun's, I think if he bring his hand close to his ear, he will be more effective there. And his pace, both of their pace is around 120 to 130. I think in that aspect they need to be improved as well. I think with that height, if they can reach their pace up to 135 to 130, 140, I don't say that they cross 140, 135 to 140. With that height, they will be more effective.
Agreed.
Hmm.
Agreed. Yes. Let's talk about the MI batting. And Ishan Kishan finally stepped up. Kunal and then Surya Kumar Yadav given captaincy, I think, today because Rohit Sharma had a stomach bug, but then Rohit Sharma came as impact player and also contributed. So, your thoughts finally, Surya Kumar Yadav, Ishan Kishan contributing at Wankhede at the moment. Positive things going on with MI right now after that win against DC. So, your thoughts about the batting performance, Kunal?
Actually, Pawan, today is comeback day for some players. They comeback day for Sanju Samson also, comeback day for Surya Kumar Yadav also. The Surya Kumar Yadav, actually, when he was played the first ball, I thought that there is something big today Surya Kumar Yadav will do, because he's such type of player. We know that there was very bad time for Surya Kumar Yadav in previous 2-3 weeks, but he will definitely overcome from that type of innings and will build big. But I think so. What Rohit Sharma has done today, he has to do in every match, because we know that Rohit Sharma can't do good fielding. I know. So I think so. It might be possible that Mumbai Indians will do same thing. That Rohit Sharma will come as impact substitute, maybe, and that
Hmm.
will help Mumbai Indians too.
Hmm. Ashwini, your thoughts about especially Kumar Yadav captaining and obviously playing a role also as captain today, contributing in the runs. Rohit Sharma coming as impact player, he's also contributing. Ishan Kishan had a very good start, especially today. We haven't seen this from Mumbai Indians for as long as IPL 2023. This is the first time that we're seeing top three performing. So, your thoughts?
I think if you see Mumbai Indians whole playing 11, I think the one thing they lacks, I think they don't have the likes of Hardik Pandya, obviously Kurnal, Karen Plad is there. I think they are sort of trying to build their team. You can say that again. So in that case, you see if a team is built from start, they need some time. Obviously, Rohit Sharma is there. I don't think how many years he will play or continue for India or Mumbai Indians. So I think this team is, you can say that, in rebuilding phase. So I think the guys like Tilak Verma, you can say that Ishan Kishan, Cameron Green, obviously another Tim David. I think these guys, you can say that the future of Mumbai Indians. So I think and we expect from them that they can deliver. So obviously they will take the time. You can't expect them they will delivering from their first match, and obviously they will take the time because this team is in rebuilding phase. You can also see that their bowling attack is you can say that totally renew. No Bumrah is there, Archer is injured, so I think this team is going through that turmoil or rebuilding phase. So in coming match, I think in today's match, I think the guys like Surya Kumar Yadav, we all know that kind of talent Skies possesses. So we all know that there is a phrase, form is temporary, class is permanent. So Sky shows us today. It's you consider matter of one inning, and he shows what he has got as a T20 player. And after that innings, you see a regular knocks from Sky. And one thing which I want to mention about this Mumbai Indians team, you can't expect, obviously everything can happen in cricket and in T20 cricket. You can't expect that this team will be winning the IPL, but I think in this IPL they can make 2 3 players for them which can serve for them future, and will which will make them their core group. If you see the likes of the guys who make their debut to Arjun Tendulkar, Dwayne Johnson, from the outlook of their, you can say that they are not finished products, but they try them. You better know who the other guys who are in their ranks. They will also try them. So I think they will try their squad. They will try their playing 11. So 2 3 players they are looking who can form their core in the next year's cycle.
Agree.
Yeah.
Coming to Aryan, yeah. Coming to Aryan, your thoughts? I mean, bowling wise, Sunil Narayan, Ishan Kishan matchup, it was terrible for Sunil Narayan today. These figures, especially it was not easy there. Suyash Sharma, good to see him performing. I mean, coming as impact player in the first match itself, and now getting a place in the regular playing 11 and performing as well. So your thoughts, especially of the spin attack. I mean, Sunil Narayan was having a disappointing match. Suyash Sharma only stepped up, I feel, when it comes to bowling. So your thoughts?
First, if fast bowlers get spanked, and Nitish Rana has to go to Sunil Narayan. First, Rajapaksa took him down. Today, Ishan Kishan took him down. So, if there's no assistance from the wicket, Narayan can be taken down. And batsmen have freed their mind. I mean, Narayan is Narayan. He's not something as lethal as he was. They know that. So now they take him on with free mind.
Yeah.
And I think. He needs to, he is still economical, it's not, but he needs some assistance of the wicket. Now it's not the assistance with his fingers. People know that it's going to be either a straight one or an off spinner. His problem with the actions over the years. So yeah, he can be taken down. Teams have found that, teams will do that. And KKR, looking at this bowling lineup, I can literally, if I'm in the opposition, I'll pick 4 bowlers who I can target. I can target Shardul Thakur, I can target Umesh Yadav in this lineup. There's no bowler who's giving me the confidence that he'll bowl a 4 overs 30 run spell every game. There's no such bowler in this lineup who as a captain I can think, okay, he'll save me 4 overs 30 spell. He's the banker. There's no banker in this lineup, so they need to make use of their home conditions. And after all the Rinku Singh highs, they're now back to the ground. So you have to see how they perform.
Yeah, I will continuing Aryan's point. I think their best bowler is Suyash Sharma, who is, I think, 20 years old leg spinner from Delhi. So I think if he is your best bowler, I think then it's you can say that lots of worry for their team, because their bowling side, what we expect from Lockie Ferguson, the hype he created Umesh Yadav, I think he's in the wrong side of his 30s. I think he's around 35, 36. So I
I think
think
even
in bowling,
Russell could bowl today. I mean, he's having an
yeah,
injury right now on
yeah.
55.
I don't know the Russell's case. I think this guy, when there's a chance to play for the country, he's always injured. When there's a leagues, he's always fit. So I don't know. He's just playing with 50 to 75% fitness. If you see, he's not always fit. So I don't know why KKR is persisting him. We
What
all know
only
that he consists that X factor with his bat, and he can bruised any attack in his day. But I think if you played with that 50 to 75 fitness, you will costing your team,
Hmm.
and that's the harsh reality. I can't deny the Russell's talent and he's X factor, but with that 80 to 90, even 80 to 90% fitness, that's good enough for him. But I think if he bowling 3 to 4 overs after 2 3 matches, and bowling with that lethargic attitude, I think that's not going to done with KKR. So KKR have to think about their bowling resources. If they playing with these bowling resources, who are you considered who are backfired them, I think they will come out at 7 or 8 position in this IPL.
Arya and Ashwini, don't you think David Beast can be tried out, especially with
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
being
You are
They
right.
injured right
might,
now?
but franchises don't do that. They always go with the reputation. That's the nature of the IPL. So simple answer to this is franchises don't tinker with reputation because see, there's not only the franchise. There's pressure from the owners. There's pressure from the fans. You should take Russell out. Now then you'll get bashed in the comment section, and then that will be a drastic decision. And Chandu Pandit, first time domestic coach, Russell's ego, that's the biggest thing you're playing with. Russell will say, you know what I'm trying to say. Russell will
Yes,
say,
yes.
you know, bugger off. I'm one of the best players of this team for years. Why the hell are you taking me out? So you
Agree.
can't do that. And I think Chandu Pandit doing that in his first season, that might be his last season. If he kicks Russell out, that might be his last season at KKR.
But Aryan, as we know, Chandrakant Pandit's his domestic reputation in the past years, he is known to be a very strict coach. So obviously
That
we
is
know
the challenge. That
that
is the
that
challenge.
that, that
He's
Russell
coming at
Bose
the
has
IPL level.
that star factor is there. But I think no one is bigger than the team. One should
Yeah,
also be considered about
I
this.
think that's the communication. That's the communication both need to
Yeah.
have, coach and player. So all on them. And yeah, I think this week was the best. I have seen close matches every freaking day.
Agree. I
So
agree completely.
good week, and looking forward to tomorrow, I guess.
Yes.
Southern Derby.
Yeah.
We'll be discussing on that. We'll get a question from Krishna Gopal here. Why informed player Jason Berendorf
Hey,
was
he was
dropped?
never informed. That's the thing. When was he informed?
I agree.
Uh,
I agree. Let's go to the Southern Derby also. As Aryan mentioned, CSK versus RCB only match tomorrow. I mean, only match tomorrow. I mean, only match that they will face each other this season at Bengaluru tomorrow. Ashwini, coming back to you, CSK right now have many issues. I'm not sure if Ben Stokes is fit for tomorrow, but Magala out right now. Death
Yeah.
bowling is, I mean, terrible now. It's totally injury hit.
Yeah.
The overseas players not firing right now.
Dhoni is
Jadeja is
injured. Dhoni is also injured.
Dhoni is also in it. Yeah.
To add into your worries, Dhoni is having a knee injury. So the dad's army tag is actually not hitting this season because people are getting injured in this team.
for
So
CSK, Dhoni will play in stretcher.
no, he'll play. I know, but these ones that he turned into twos. How is he going to do that? And if you are talking to me, they lost by 3 runs. If Dhoni was fit, there is no way they could have lost that match. He could have just knocked the ball in the gap and taken that 3 runs.
Hmm.
So that's how much difference his fitness makes. And yeah,
I think one should also understand, Aryan bhai, that Dhoni is now 42, wrong side of
yeah.
his
I mean,
age. Yeah,
not denying that. But I'm just saying that the small differences that can make a
yeah, yeah.
fit MS Dhoni and a slightly gingered MS Dhoni. So yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, agree. But coming to you, Ashwini, your thoughts, especially death bowling, is that a big concern right now? No Magala for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Stokes is not bowling. Deepak Chaha is out for I don't know how many weeks right now. So they have to
Dubey,
depend
Dubey,
on
Dubey is
Akadekar,
the bowler.
Deshpande.
Yeah, I
Yeah, yeah.
think they are facing that same problem that what KKR faces. And one thing I'm very surprised is why they pick the guy like Sisanda Magala. Obviously, he performed for South Africa against Netherlands. Or he has performances in the domestic cricket. But I think I have one point. He's playing in Chennai's heat and humidity and the kind of weight and physique that guy has. I think I am not, you can say that shaming his physique, but I am
Mm.
talking about that point
No, he
that
got
the
hit
kind
on
of
the hand.
the,
He got hit on the hand while taking the catch. I
yeah,
think
yeah,
that's why.
yeah. One thing, the amount of humidity that pour in Chennai, it's a very hot place. So I think they need to understand that they need to pick the players who can sustain in the field. I have no grudges with Sachanda Magala. He's a good bowler, but I think his fitness will cost the CSK. So I think they pick that player who is, you can say that, who is already struggling with his fitness. He's no doubt that he can bowl around 140, 140, but my main issue is, can he withstand in the field for 20 overs? That will be the main issue for Sasanda Magala. And for their death bowling, I think Tushar Deshpande has done well for CSK. The amount of resources they have at the present,
Mm.
I think Dhoni utilized them very well. So I think, and also their management is very smart. They making the pitches according to their favor. They knew that their fast bowler is not of that quality. Obviously, they have not bowlers like that Gujarat Titans
So
have.
who's this A?
Yeah.
Is this
Ayush?
Abhishek? Is yeah? I think it's Abhishek. Yes, I don't know, but yeah. Anyways, yes, Ashwini, you can continue. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
they don't have the bowlers like Gujarat Titans have, so they make the pitches according to their situations. So I think they are very smart in that respect. So I think obviously they need to sort out the domestic bowlers which can provide them the death bowling options. Rajvardhan Hangargekar has done well there for them. Akash Singh, obviously that guy from Rajasthan Royals, he's I think wasting there in the bench. So they took the brilliant move to give this youngster
Oh, they have a
to
brilliant death bowler. They've not used him. There's Shivam Dube. He's the best death bowler you've got, man. Use Shivam Dube and then you see RCB wins the match. You use Shivam Dube and then see RCB winning. But as of RCB, RCB has not been consistent. They're
yeah,
praying that Kohli keeps scoring. They're praying that Faf keeps
yeah,
scoring. They're praying that Siraj doesn't go out of form in the power play. If one of
yeah,
those pieces gets out, this RCB side looks vulnerable to me because
yeah, yeah.
except for that, there's no performance. If you check the four matches,
You
Yeah, I think
forgot one
they.
name also, Maxwell. Maxwell.
hmm, Maxwell, oh, okay, Maxwell is coming back into form. Yeah, Maxwell is always hit and miss. You can't expect Maxwell to score consistently.
Yeah, I think
So,
Aryan, if you look at RCB squad, I think they depended a lot of on their star players. You Kohli, Duplessis, Maxwell, Siraj, but I think they're young domestic players, which I want to name the likes of Rajat Patidar, who is not here. I think he's a terrific talent. Obviously, unfortunately, due to the injury, he's not playing for RCB this season. And Harshal Patel and the guy who last played for them, I think that Karnataka guy Vyas, I think he has done well. So I don't think they totally dependent upon them. Obviously, the star power is in their lineup. They possesses lot of, you can say, strength in their RCB's team, but I think their domestic players is also good enough to serve them. And in comes to CSK, I think it's a blessing in disguise for them because obviously they don't have that quality of bowler, but in that case, they are the young bowlers which they can try, the likes of Rajvardhan Hangargekar, Akash Singh, Simarjeet Singh. These guys have the chance to showcase their talent in
Simarjeet is
this IPL.
injured, man. That's the biggest blow they had start of the
Yeah,
season. Now
yeah,
Simarjeet was doing well last season. He's injured, so now
yeah, yeah.
Dhoni has to look for options. Deepak Chahar, you
Yeah,
blow
Deepak
him.
Char is a totally wasted after the, you can say that.
Deepak Chahar, I
Uh,
don't know what is happening with him. He comes, he gets injured. Deepak Chahar goes, and all the money that you put on this guy that's gone down in the drains. And then
mm,
who's who? What is the Teeksana is also he's also I don't know what happened to him. He's a good bowler, but he's
yeah,
getting whacked
yeah.
around.
One
So
one one question from all you. all three guys, that please tell me that what happened with these Indian guys, especially the fast bowler, the likes of Deepak Chahar. He's bowling merely from 125 to 132. He has that back injury. It's look
Don't
like that
properly bowl.
he has bowling a lot of overs in Test match cricket. He's Pat Cummins who's bowling around 140 over 140. So the guys the domestic guys we have, they can't sustain for 4 overs. That's the biggest issue for
The
me.
thing
The
is, I'll
injury,
give you an
the
example. I'll
injury,
give you,
the injury
yeah,
management that
yeah,
hurting our
injury
Indian
management.
players.
More than injury management, it's when a car is standing outside for a long in cold weather, and
Yeah.
you straight away try and force the car, and it won't work. You need to fill some fuels. Having said that, that analogy relates to when a bowler is coming back from an injury, get overs under his belt. I have no clue, no data on what matches he played coming before the IPL. One or two
I
Ranji
don't think
games are not enough. You need to have overs in your legs, and I think the body when it's injury happens when it's overload in one of the areas. What
yes.
what area of his body was taking the load? Where did he get injured, and was that the same area that got injured previously? These are the few questions you look at, and
Yeah, Pawan, one point regarding Deepak Chahar I have. I think the same issue is with Bhuvneshwar Kumar too. I think
Yeah.
when these guys come on the shore first time, that these guys are simply a swing bowlers, and swing bowling is their strength. But over the time, with the demanding conditions, they want to increase their pace. I think due to increase their pace, that injuries is occurring regularly for them. So I think, I don't know what is doing in the NCA. There are a lot of qualified coaches in there, not only for their bowlers, but the players like Shreyas Iyer, even the past case of Ridhiman Shah. Uh,
Yeah.
I don't know why it's happening again and again. If you
Even
see,
for
these
Bumrah
guys
also.
don't play that much of red ball cricket too. So
Yeah.
without these issues, they got again injured and injured again. So I think in that department, in injury management, we are very far behind the countries like Australia, South Africa, England. So in that case, BCCI need to be, you can say that, tightened up regarding players' fitness issues.
I think Deepak Chahar didn't have much match practice.
Yeah,
I think he just straight away
yeah,
came to
yeah,
the IPL. I think that could be the reason why I think Deepak Chahar again got that injury. I think perhaps it must be the same area where he got injured previously also,
yeah.
which is why I think injury management is very crucial. And him bowling 4 overs straight, I don't understand. Dhoni could have handled Deepak Chahar better, knowing his history of injuries in the past also, and straight away making him bowl 4 overs for 2 to 3 matches. This is going to happen anyway. So I think anyways they don't have any other options also, because they don't have a death bowler also, they don't have a ball in the power play also. They have to take Deepak Chah. If he's going to play, he has to bowl the 4 overs. So and that's a problem for CSK, because Ben Stokes is also injured, he can't also
Yeah.
bowl. They have no options. I think that's the
I
biggest
think
issue right now.
Yeah.
I think it's better for CSK they go for Shardul Thakur. He will take care deliver more
But
than
will he
Deepak
be
Chahar.
released? That's the issue. Will he be released from
No,
KKR?
when two more extra team came, there was loss for CSK as well as MI also. They lost so many star players, and then they have to choose that you have to pick only three. So
Yeah.
that was the problem. But I was agree that CSK should go with Shardul Thakur. Why they go with Deepak Char, I don't know, because Dhoni used Deepak Char not in death. He always complete
Yeah.
their overs in middle overs or in power play. So
But the issue was that Shardul Thakur was injured that time. He was out of the Indian playing 11 also. So I think due to that scenario only, I think they didn't retain Deepak
but
Chai.
Delhi
Same
packed him.
case. It was the same case. I think for this guy also. I think for KKR also. I think Venkatesh I had been retained ahead of because of that scenario also. And then Hardik Pandya, I think, was
Yeah.
another scenario. Mumbai Indians didn't retain Hardik Pandya because he was injured that time, didn't play for India, which is why he went to Gujarat. So I think it's due to the injury that Thakur had at that time, I think, and not playing for India also at that moment also, which is why I think he got released. Otherwise, I don't think. Yeah,
And I think one other point I want to see in this IPL, we saw a lot of upcoming young batters are there, like of Sai Sudarshan, Tilak Verma is there, Prab Simran Singh show us the glimpses, Abhinav Manohar today. But I think one thing, obviously, coming from north of the area, want to tell that I like fast bowling very much. So I think I want to see bowlers in this IPL, the young exciting fast bowlers, which unfortunately I didn't see that exciting talent. Obviously, we see the likes of Rajvardhan, Hunger Kicker. He looks good for me, but the type of exciting talent which you catches your eyes, that yes, this guy is your eyes is still on this guy. So I want that type of fast bowler in this IPL. RCB has the likes of
RCB,
Avinash Singh, who can, I
even
think,
Vijay Kumar
bowl.
Vishak yesterday really
Yeah,
did
yeah.
well for 20
I
in
think
his debut.
he's good. He's good, but that excitement factor with him is not that much. So I want that 145 to 150 bowler see in this IPL. The likes of Avinash Singh, which we heard about him in RCB camp, that he's very quick, bowling around 145 to 150. So I want to see this guy. And if the other franchises have the guys like them, they should unleash them, because obviously we all know that the batting talent India has got, but the I think the main area is the fast bowlers, and this
Yes,
is the main issue for Indian cricket as well, because if we see our main fast bowlers, the likes of Ishant, is not reckoning there. Bhuvneshwar is also not reckoning there. Shami is on the 30s. Only Mohammad Siraj, you can say that, is the bowler who is leading that Indian pack. Prasidh Krishna is injured. Avesh Khan is not delivering what we expected from him. So where are the fast bowlers in the Indian domestic circuit? We want to
mm,
see them.
agree, agree. Who will be your four overseas players? First of all, Kunal for CSK tomorrow, because no Ben. I'm not sure if Ben Stokes is going to return tomorrow, but anyways, with Magal out, who do we see coming in for CSK tomorrow?
Definitely Pretorius, because I will not agree with the CSK that why they put the Pretorius out of the playing 11, because Pretorius is type of player who can bat as well as bowl also. So first of all, Pretorius must be there. Conway, uh,
Moin Ali and Tikshana.
Moin Ali,
Moin Ali, and Tikshana.
Dikshan.
I think one more
Don't
fast
you
bowler
think they
is
can
there.
try on Patirana, Matisha Patirana in the
Yeah,
team? That's
Mathisha
what
Pathirana
we
is also there, because
Yeah,
in Bangalore there is always flat track. You
yeah,
can't expect spin track.
yeah. What about Mitchell Santner?
Yeah, Santner is good, but
I think one thing, the specialty of Mitchell Santner is, obviously we saw that the guys like Patirana, that he has that X factor of his action, and Mahesh Tikshana, a bit like Ajanta Mendis, that X factor. But I think the guys like Mitchell Santner, he has that control in his delivery. If you look at, he's neither very quick, neither very slow. He's deceptive with his action.
yes,
Obviously, very tall bowler, so he can deceive the batsman with his, you can say that, guile and flight. So I would like to see. And other thing, he's adding his batting. I think over the years he has developed his batting along with Braswell. Braswell and Sandner is coming at 7 or 8 for New Zealand. So
mm,
in that case, he also give you the batting option too.
yes. Ashwini, talking about RCB, they are obviously dependent a lot on Kohli of half to obviously score runs, and we saw that yesterday also against Delhi Capitals on
Yeah.
Saturday. The over dependence on them and the middle order not stepping up. So is it a big concern for RCB heading to tomorrow, because they are hoping, especially in Bangalore, because they expect Kohli or for Maxwell to step up, and if either of those three don't step up, then the middle order is a bit of a concern, I would feel, especially Lomro, Shabazz. And last match, I think they brought in Anuj Rawat. I don't understand why Anuj Rawat is betting at number 7 or 8. It doesn't make sense at all. When they have players, they can bring Hasaranga to number 7 and use a Karan Sharma as extra bowling option. I don't understand yesterday why they brought in a Anuj Rawat as impact player and as an extra batting option. So your thoughts towards this middle order of RCB? I know the top order is performing, but the middle order of RCB is a bit of a concern.
Yeah, I think if you look RCB's playing 11, I think their core is built around these three players: Maxwell, obviously Virat, and Fab, and the other players which are included in the 11. They are kind of player who can either bat or either can bowl. Lomror is a left-handed batsman who can bowl some left-arm spin. Shabazz Ahmed, I think he has the same role: left-hand bat, left-arm spin. So I think they just try to fill the players who can add that extra dimension to their game, and they just stick to their 2 3 batsmen like Maxwell, Duplessis, and Virat Kohli. I think one of the main reason, I think obviously Rajat Patidar is not there. If he's there, he will be playing in this playing 11. The I think the management is thinking about that. There is a 20 overs there, so I think so, and their best batter should play at least 10 to 12 or 13 overs, and they obviously they all are world class players. They have the capability to play the game. And if one of them get out, so if Virat get out, Duplessis can play that anchor type of role. If Duplessis can out, Virat play that anchor type of role. So other players can play around that. So I think their management has made this playing 11 according to this.
Hmm. Agreed. Kunal, coming back to you, RCB bowling, I think, really stepped up in the last match, especially Siraj, Harshal against Delhi Capitals. They did well. Can we expect the same against CSK tomorrow? Because this is a crunch match for both of them. Especially, I think they went with Wayne Parnell. I think Wayne Parnell has been doing well recently. Also for RCB, they've dropped David Willey because Hasaranga is there right now. So, your thoughts on the fast bowling lineup of RCB right now?
Yes, on inclusion of Van Parnell, fast bowling unit has become slightly strong, and Warner and Van Parnell can bat for you also in lower down the order. So, and I think so. Easy match for RCB if they use their brains and ball in right areas. They can tackle Chennai Super King easily because there is so much concern for Chennai Super King in middle order also. They
Hmm.
are totally dependent on Rituraj Gaikwad, Devon Conway, and somewhat
Rahane.
Moeen Ali is not in a good form. Rahane will not always deliver like that. That they have delivered in Wankhede. It is always happens once a time, not every time. I don't
I
want.
think Kunal, I think CSK's main worry will, I think, not be their batting, because I think their batting depth is too long. They can cover it with the cameos of Jadeja. Obviously, Raidu can play that role. So I think their main worrying point is their fast bowling. I think in that aspect, RCB is, you can say, that much better than them. Obviously, they have the likes of Siraj, Harshal Patel, Wayne Parnell. So they have experience in that department, and they vice versa. I think if you see CSK's playing 11, their fast bowling lineup is very inexperienced. So in
Hmm.
that case, RCB is little better than them.
Yeah. Ashwini, your thoughts about Rahane so far? I mean, he did well at Wankade, and I think last match also he played a sensible knock. But can we see that at the Chinnaswamy, especially him being experienced as well? He knows now that he has a added responsibility, perhaps might even be captain for a few matches if Dhoni is out. I think they're opting for Rahane as captain for CSK if Dhoni is not fit. So, your thoughts all of a sudden, Rahane performing now and obviously could be captain for a few games also. Potentially, if Stokes is also not fit now, Rahane might be even the next captain of CSK in case Dhoni calls it a day. So, all is going on well for Rahane at the moment.
I think first of all, I think Rahane will play county cricket. I don't think he will get that IPL contract, but I think the kind of quality Rahane possesses, I think he is one of the best technicians in Indian cricket. The kind of field placement that guy has, the kind of you can say that methodical techniques he is using while captaincy. I think you can say that brilliant tactician in terms of captaincy, but in terms of batting, I think beyond what the quality Rahane possesses, I think he is that sort of player who likes to you can say that play well when ball coming onto the bat quite well.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's brought up on the Bombay wickets, that red soil wicket. So he's same like Rohit Sharma, who likes to uh, uh, you can say that ball coming onto the bat. So they
Yeah.
want to playing their shots. In CSK's case, if we saw the wickets which Chennai has provided us, I think they are looking like very good batting wicket. But I think if you see CSK's strength, I think their strength is obviously their batting. Plus, I think their spin bowling is very good. So
Yeah.
in that case, I think they can made wickets according to their playing 11. So in that case, I think Rahane may be little bit susceptible against spin, because if we saw his game, I think obviously he can play shots, but I think you can't expect that much of strike rate when he's playing against pace as compared to the spin bowling.
Agree. Agree. So let's go to predictions, guys. Tomorrow coming to Kunal. Most runs, most wickets for both the teams, and the team winning tomorrow for both of you. Let's start with Kunal. First of all, CSK and RR. Even I'll tell at the end.
I think seeing the playing 11 of both the team, I think Bangalore is going to win this match. And for Bangalore, if Bangalore is going to win this match while chasing, man of the match will be Virat Kohli. And if they are going to win this match by defending, then obviously the man of the match may be Mohammad Siraj or Van Parnell. Any one of them will be man of the match. And maximum runs always might be Faf du Plessis, might be Virat Kohli.
Yeah.
But maximum chances for Virat Kohli. And most wickets, I think so, Van Parnell.
Hmm. All right. Ashwini, coming to you. Most runs, most wickets for both the
I
teams
think
tomorrow.
in tomorrow's match, I think I see Faf du Plessis scoring big there. Obviously, he has that past experience of Chennai conditions, so
Agree.
he is very well used to the ground. So I think Faf can be the player to watch out tomorrow. And for the Chennai side, I think it will be tie between Jadeja and Rituraj Gaikwad.
Hmm.
Obviously, we all know that what Jadeja possesses the left arm spin and also with the bat. So
Yes.
and obviously Rituraj Gaikwad is in terrific form in this IPL season, and he is the contender maybe of the most run in this IPL season. So we see the obviously the likes of Gaikwad, Jadeja, and Faf du Plessis in the most side. And from the bowling side, I think maybe Hasaranga can be the surprise package for them.
Hmm. You're also expecting RCB to win, Ashwini, or CSK going to win tomorrow?
I think RCB will be favorites, but I think all depend upon the condition, what type of condition they will provide. Obviously, RCB has a better team, but I think if the condition will be little bit towards spinning side, then match will be you can say the topsy and turvy, and it will be very close match. RCB will be slight favorites.
Yeah. I also agree. I think RCB are slight favorites, but can't count out CSK if it turns out to be a spinning track tomorrow. Yes, I think CSK most runs for me. I feel Jadeja will step up tomorrow. I
Yeah.
think with the runs tomorrow, Gaikwad also could play a role. Most wickets, I feel maybe I'm going to go with Pretorius. I think Pretorius, so either even Jadeja once again. I think let's see. I mean both fast bowling, spin bowling. If it comes to RCB, most runs I expect Virat Kohli to perform, and most wickets, I think I'm going with Siraj tomorrow. And then yes, obviously I said RCB are going to win. Yeah, so it's going to be a very interesting match. Hope Dhoni's fit first of all. I hope all the best Dhoni. I
Yeah,
think
and one thing, guys, I like to say, I think I want to say that sorry for my bad conversation. You can say that my flow in English is not that good. I try to
it's
speak
fine. It's
English.
fine.
Yeah,
No,
so
it's
sorry
okay.
for that. Sorry
It's
for
It's
that.
okay.
okay.
It's
It's
okay.
okay.
Yeah,
It's
It's
okay.
okay.
It's good. It's okay. It's good. It's actually okay.
yeah,
Ashwini. But thank you so much joining Ashwini and Kunal. So we are
yeah.
hoping for a good match tomorrow. Yeah, I think RCB are going to be slight favorites. Obviously, it's in Bangalore tomorrow, so they do start at favorites. But you never can count out CSK. This is a team that you never can count out. Experience of CSK is really much there with Moin Ali, Rahane, Jadeja, MS Dhoni, Gaikwad is performing. So never can count out CSK. Only weakness I feel is that fast bowling attack. If not, I think CSK are a very much of a good team this season compared to last season. It's only their fast bowling attack that's actually holding them back. But I feel they're a better team this season than last season. But anyways, thank you so much both Ashwini and Kunal for joining. So let's hope for a cracker tomorrow, and let's try to do a live watch along also if possible tomorrow on the sports breakdown and even on Kunal's channel, because this is the southern derby between CSK and RCB. So let's hope for the best. And yeah, today good wins for MI and even yes for Rajasthan also. So we'll wrap things up. Thank you so much. Do subscribe
Yeah.
the sports breakdown, like, comment, and share, and we'll meet you in the next video, guys. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
and see
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you
See
very
you.
much.
See you guys.